Another week goes by and a lot of news to chat about. This has been the time every year when all of the tech companies advance the most. So much is coming up, but we can only tackle everything one step at a time. This week, Microsoft made some major announcements. Autodesk made another huge announcement with an acquisition of one of my favorite tools, and Nike is even developing more technology to keep themselves ahead of the game and keep everything proprietary. So my name's Ben Silverman, and if you're new to the channel, I am purely focused on making everything in AI available and accessible and understandable to absolutely everyone. It is something everyone will have to learn someday, and I am hoping to help you in an easy to digest way. I've even got a newsletter I put out once a week that I can get everything right to your doorstep, keeping you up to date on all of the latest news and tools, and then that comes out every Tuesday. I even have an AI toolbox that really is focused on allowing you all to explore these things at your own pace. If you find any of this useful or helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it will really help me out. So let's jump right in. This week, Microsoft has made huge announcements on the heels of OpenAI and Google sharing all of their big updates. So Microsoft is focusing everything onto their AI-first computers and laptops. Their purpose for this is, of course, to keep everything running locally, which helps with getting quicker answers and keeping all the latency very, very low, and everything is much more private to the user because it's on your device. In the past year, the Surface Pro hasn't really stood out that much compared to all of the products from Apple and even Nvidia releasing some of their standalone laptops. But all of that is about to change. They have added the new Qualcomm Snapdragon X Elite chip, which weighs under 2 pounds. All of the new CoPilot Plus PCs will run what they are calling small language models. They are claiming that their new PCs will run 20 times faster in non-gaming tasks than all of their past computers. Now, there were a couple really impressive features that they showed off, such as recall, which allows you to have what is basically like an always-on timeline, so you can recall anything you have done on your computer at any time. Now, there are people who feel like this is a bit like spyware, and it does give you the option to not have it on or remove things from what people can see, but you will basically be able to search for anything you have done or you are doing on your computer at any time. File Explorer can help you fix images in way easier steps than we are used to. Now, one of the cooler features is you can even share your screen with the AI to be taught how to do these things or even collaborate. Now, check this video out. They made one of someone who did not know how to play Minecraft being taught by the AI in real time.
One of our developers, Ryan, simply shared his screen with CoPilot while he was playing Minecraft. Now, what you're going to see here is two voices. The first will be Ryan, the second will be CoPilot. And he's going to be having a natural conversation like he would with a friend while he plays. Let's watch this experience.
Hey, CoPilot, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing great, and it looks like you're about to dive into some Minecraft. Ready to build, explore, and maybe dive a few mobs?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make a sword. My son plays this game all the time, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
No worries. I'm here to help you impress your son. I see you've got a crafting table in front of you, which is a great start. To craft a sword, you'll need some materials. Can you open your inventory? Just press E on your keyboard.
Yeah, do I have what I need?
Let's see. You've got some sticks, perfect for the sword's handle, but it looks like you're missing the material for the blade. You can use wood, stone, iron, gold, or diamond.
All right, let's pause it there for a second. Did you see how CoPilot
That's insane, right? You're actually being able to be taught by the computer just by watching your screen. Right? Now, you can even create agents to do any task for you pretty easily. They're just building all of this into their computers, and of course, they own quite a bit of OpenAI, so you probably know where that's coming from. I'm sure once you start getting into these computers, if you've never messed with AI, you're going to realize how much more you can do with it. Nvidia is the thought on everyone's mind right now after earnings this week, with a 262% jump in sales this quarter. They are definitely showing the AI boom is continuing. Now, every single one of the big tech companies are currently relying on Nvidia to power the ability to push out into all of their companies. Meta, Apple, Google, OpenAI, so many more, and those are just the ones that lead our stock market. Any other company working on AI is also using the Nvidia chips. They also just announced a 10-to-1 stock split. That means if every one stock you have of Nvidia, you now have 10. And so it will trade at a much cheaper level, and that's going to be June 10th, I believe. So once that happens, more people can start investing in Nvidia, which again, I'm not going to advise on what to do. But if you think about everything that's going on with AI, it can't happen without this company. This will allow for the stock price to go down and let others become investors in this incredible company. Obviously, I'm a huge supporter of Nvidia, and if you're in the AI business at all now or in the future, you should be too. So we should definitely keep an eye on what this company is doing in the future. And other companies to look out for are AMD and Intel, because Nvidia can't do everything, I guess. Right? Autodesk made a huge announcement this week. They have acquired one of my favorite startups, Wonder Dynamics. Now, this is a company I talked about a long time ago, started by the lead actor in Ready Player One, Ty Sheridan, and a guy by the name of Nikola Todorovic. Their backers include people like Steven Spielberg and Joe Russo. Now, Wonder Dynamics allows everyone to film a scene, upload it, and Wonder Studio will replace any actor in their shoot with a CG character. It will light, composite, motion track, and animate everything to about 80% of the finished shot, and allow you to download all of the data to finish the rest on your own. Currently, you are able to get Blender files and motion track data. With Maya, I'm not sure how they're going to want to do that because Autodesk has their own software, but I think it would be really disappointing if they don't allow you to still use Blender with Wonder Dynamics. Because Autodesk comes with a hefty price tag for users, this does mean that there will be other software that will be built and remain open source. But in the meantime, this proves that all we are seeing are new tools and pipelines entering a traditional industry. Now, this is also coming right after Autodesk just revealed information on Project Bernini a week ago, which is going to be their text to 3D model. I'm sure plenty more acquisitions like this are right around the corner. I don't know. Pika? Adobe? Maybe. Nike, the shoe company we all know and love, are developing their own generative AI model to design products using its bank of athlete data. They are building what they call their own private AI garden, so they can capture data from athlete performance and labs, and whatever other information is private to them. The company just showed off Air, Athlete Imagined Revolution, which focuses on creating prototypes of shoes for 13 of Nike's top athletes. It brought back these images. If you look at it, they're really unique. They're very different. I don't know if they're actually usable or not. They believe it is rocket fuel to creativity. Nike has always been one of the most innovative companies around. They even embraced NFTs immediately and are jumping on the AI train to see how they can use this technology to better all of their products and their design. I'm really interested to see what happens between AI, the digital world, Nike, and where all of this goes, because you really do have to innovate to stay ahead. OpenAI has gotten itself into a little bit of hot water after their huge and really impressive announcements last week. They created this impressive audio model for their new 4.0 GPT chatbot. Now, everyone has been referring to this new type of technology like it came from the movie Her, which was a film made with Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson a while ago about a man who develops a relationship with his AI voice bot that talks to him from his device. Now, in the movie, the voice is played by Scarlett Johansson. The chatbot had an overwhelming resemblance to Scarlett, and a while back they even asked her if she would lend her voice to this tool. She flat out said no, absolutely not, but lo and behold, it still sounded a lot like her. Since then, Scarlett basically came out with a cease and desist letter telling OpenAI that they needed to take it down. I'm sure there's lawsuits happening as well. She even told them a while back that she was nervous that they were going to use it anyway. Now, the voice is now gone, and I'm not sure if it will come back or not, but there is going to be a lot more cases like this in the future. But then the question is how do you really prove that it is your voice? And if it sounds similar, then will you be able to go after the company, or will the company be able to say, it's not your voice, this is just a natural voice that's made up of, synthesis, however we did it with the algorithm? I'm not quite sure, so we're going to see how that goes. Now, this week, Suno AI raised $125 million, and they really have their sights set on being the ChatGPT of music creation. Their goal is to allow anyone who wants to try and make a song, make a song. And they don't even need to have the producing talent, the singing talent, being able to play instruments. They have to just have taste and what they want to hear, whether they have that skill or not to be able to do so. Now, they claim it is democratizing music creation. I do know a few musicians who would disagree with the benefit of this tool, but they are not alone in the market. Udio is another tool that has picked up a lot of steam in this area. While this is all super exciting, there are still a lot of legal ramifications that this can have. I am pretty sure that a good amount of that investment will go to address a few points on the topic of copyright law. Meta has come out this week to introduce their new multimodal model called Chameleon. While they haven't really released it yet, they are staying competitive with this model in text-only tasks. Not a ton more to report on this one, except don't count Meta out just yet, because they aren't showing off anything this week with Google, OpenAI, Microsoft, and soon to be Apple. Okay, so there you have it. Another jam-packed week of updates, and I'm sure I didn't even get to all of them. There's going to be more to come. Apple's on the way. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, check out my newsletter, my toolbox. Check all that out when you have time, and I will see you next time.